Hey guys, Andy here. Decided to start doing my first video blog today. I'm gonna start putting it on my blog, I guess. Today I was talking about. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about on your weight loss journeys that the most important thing is not the program that you're on, but it's the mental and the physical and learning to love yourself and learning to be happy with yourself. And when I first hear that, I think, oh, that's a bunch of BS. Because come on, I love myself. But it is true. I think it is true. The more I think about it is more of a mental journey and than it is about a physical. Everybody knows what to do. Whether you're paleo, you're vegan, no matter what you're doing, you're going to get results if you follow the program. You're going to get results if you exercise. You're going to get results if you have, you work out. But so that leads to the question, then why don't more people do it? And I think the reason people don't do it is because it's more has to do with, you get comfortable, I think. And I think you especially if you've been overweight for a long time, it's just, you identify, you become, that's just who you identify as. And I think that you have to get to a point where that's no longer who you identify as. And I think that's the hardest part for people, that it requires some change. Tony Robbins talked a long time ago about that life has a thermometer on it, a thermostat on it, like your home central heating air has a thermostat on it. And we get comfortable in the 60 and 70 degree range. And what we had to do is to get outside of that, we had to raise that thermostat up. And that's the hardest part for everybody to do, because we don't really want to, it's not easy to do that. And so I think that's the toughest part to struggle with. I've been very active. I was a martial art instructor. I was, traveled to Korea and got to train with some of the best people in the world, and did a lot of Israeli martial arts. And you just get to the point where, things happen, life happens, and you lose focus of yourself, I guess, and you lose yourself, and you end up, letting yourself go to a degree. And I think one of the things that another thing kind of goes along with that is that people start, I don't know if they actually do, but you start thinking that people are judging you, that all that people see is you're fat, and you think that the world doesn't take fat people seriously. And that's not, you just start believing that that's the way that the world is, and then it becomes a kind of a cycle, and then you get to where, so what? I don't really need the world anyway. I can just retreat into my own shell, and I can put on a good face, and I'm perfectly happy with who I am. I'm perfectly happy knowing who I am and what I'm doing, but I don't really need the world. And that's not the way to do it. I think that there is something to the although I don't really like the platitudes and the cliches, but just be happy, learn to love yourself, and putting yourself first. But I think it's the principle of it is that we have to get to a point where you have to make your health, which is really, you have to make your life a priority. You have to say that today when I wake up, I'm going to work out no matter what. That's my number one goal. I have to work 12 hours a day. I have to travel such and such to so many miles, so many flights a day. But I'm going to get this workout in, and that's the most important thing I have to do. And I think that that's where most people start out at, and I think that that's what, I think that's the hardest part is. And I don't know. It's still a journey for me too. I'm still trying to figure out what is the deal. Why is it so hard to make the mental change, and then to make it last? So anyway, just some quick thoughts today. I'm going to do another one because there's kind of an embarrassing situation today, and I will address it in my next video too, and I'll post them. So anyway, have a great day, and see you later. This is Andy. Bye.